Hey, my name's Danny and I'm from a project called We Be Kids, and we're working with Woodlands to bring you some short films that you and your family can do together to boost your well-being. Today I'm going to take this beautiful elder tree and we're going to make an elder whistle. So in order to make our elder whistle, we're going to need a few simple materials. We're going to need a pair of secateurs, a fixed blade knife, a trusty old tent peg, a length of elder, which is about as long as your pointer finger and 2 to 3 centimetres in diameter. We're also going to need a stick, which is going to work as the fipple, which is going to be about the same thickness as the pith that is in your elder. So with your elder, it wants to be about as long as your pointer finger, but cut a longer length. And that means that you're going to have more to handle when you're using your knife. The first thing I'm going to do is take the tent peg, and this soft pith in the middle, we are going to force that down through the elder, as you can see there. Now we want the inside to be as tidy as possible. You can see all the edges around here. We want to try and use the tent peg to clean those up and force them down to the bottom of the whistle. It's important at this point that we make a note of how deep the pith has gone. So there. So we're going to come back about 2 centimetres from the end of the whistle, and we're going to create what's called a window. And we're going to do that first of all by putting a stopper notch. So we just press down firmly, and then we're going to use a push stroke with the knife and slowly just whittle away this section. Now you may need to keep going back to the stopper, but we're trying to get this D shape here. And once you see your window appear, I'm just going to use our knife and just clear that hole out just a little bit. We really want this to be as tidy as possible. So once we've hollowed away the window and we have this D shape both in the window and in the section above, we're going to add what is called the fipple. We're going to have to cut ourselves another piece of wood. Now this wood wants to be about the same thickness as the hole that we have created in the end. It has to fit in there with a snug fit. So you might not get this straight away, you may need to take a few attempts. So the fipple should fit really snug in here, but we are going to have to whittle it away because we're going to look for a flat edge along the top. So it's going to be snug on the sides and then flat along the top, which is why we kept it nice and long so that we can then whittle away with our knife. Now, as we put it in, we want to make sure that it doesn't cover the window. The window wants to be clear. And then once it is snug, we're going to take our secateurs again and we're just going to snip the end off. So placing the fipple in the end is a job that can take lots of time and also lots of patience. But when you're finished, this is kind of the effect that we're looking for. Nearly 3/4 of the hole is going to be filled just with this little section at the top open. It should also come flush with the 90-degree cut on the whistle as well. You have to keep practicing and trying this, but eventually, if this is clear and you get the hole just right, then your whistle will make the sound. So once we have our whistle, it is time for the moment of truth. Will it blow? Here we go. Excellent, it works. So at this point, it's totally up to personal preference. You can leave it this length if you want. You can cut it shorter if you like. You can even whittle some nice patterns in to the whistle as well. Entirely up to you. If you do cut it short, make sure that you cut it below where we made the mark. If you were to cut it above and release the pith, then the whistle wouldn't work. So I hope you've enjoyed this little resource. I hope that you can make your own whistles too, and we look forward to hear the whistles blowing out across the woodlands of the UK. So thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you again sometime soon.